Get in there, my son. How's it going? Viva Ronaldo! Get in there, guys. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for joining us on this Monday afternoon, lunchtime sort of time. What's going on, people? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig Night with another cheeky little Manchester United rundown news video for you. It is Monday today, isn't it? Yeah. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. Do us a favour at the start of this stream. Do smash that thumbs up button on it. Leave a cheeky little like if you haven't done so. Get involved in the live chat, guys. We want to hear from you throughout. It is a fully interactive show. So if you do want to have your say, do get involved. And you will need to be subscribed for 1 minute to be able to have your chat in the live chat. Also, if you're on catch up later, catching up and watching this back, get your comments and thoughts in down below in the not live comment section and smash your thumbs up on the video as well. Let's be having you. So, guys, how are we all doing today? Few shout-outs at the start. G Wolf, Maxi, Callum, Matthew Adateo, Bell, 691, the K-Cadet, Chris, ZX Flames, and everybody else. Thank you very much for joining us again in here. Of course, Manchester United, very successful weekend, smashing up Newcastle United 4-1, complete drubbings. Cristiano Ronaldo debut, just absolutely insane. I want to read a couple of stats out and a few things from Cristiano Ronaldo's debut, really. I mean, just what an impact he's had already at the club, just the lift that we've had, the response from the fans, the response from the players. They must be absolutely relishing playing the season with Cristiano Ronaldo in the side. So against Newcastle, Cristiano Ronaldo had possession of the ball 63 times, higher than his average last time at Man United. However, had on average fewer touches on the ball each time he had possession, suggesting he has become more efficient with the ball at his feet, guys. Also the United versus Newcastle United game drew over 8.6 million TV viewers, making it the most watched Premier League match in England TV history. You what? So that sounds pretty incredible. Record numbers of people tuning in to watch Cristiano Ronaldo's debut all around, everywhere. I mean, there was people literally in Portugal. Diogo Santos, one of the subscribers of this channel, is a sporting fan. He tunes in and he said that he subscribed to a $15 a month subscription in Portugal just to watch the debut. I'm sure there's lots of people that did as well. That's the Cristiano Ronaldo effect. Everybody's interested in watching him, and just to give you a couple of little more bits of information in regards to Ronaldo as well. So on Thursday, Ronaldo drew his colleagues together and told them that they were good players, but levels would be going up now in the chase for silverware. There was a similar sentiment to his speech at the Lowry. So Ronaldo's coming in here, he's lifting the players, he's literally like rallying the troops, and he's basically leading already. He's taking a leadership role at the club already, even though he's just come into the club, which is just a measure of the man, really. So just big news, guys, big news. Manchester United, it's about an hour or so ago, Manchester United squad revealed versus Young Boys confirmed, with Cristiano Ronaldo included in the squad. So Ronaldo in line to possibly start the game or play in the game. And also there's no Edinson Cavani in the squad, so he's actually absent. I mean, I don't know really what's going on with El Matador right now. Is there some sort of issue with the Uruguayan FA as well, with releasing players and all this business? I don't know what's going on with Edinson Cavani, but he's absent at the moment. I don't know if it's a personal issue here. I don't know if there's some sort of problem because of what's gone on with the fact that the Premier League haven't released him for international duty, and so, I don't know, maybe he's got the hump, or maybe that's not the case whatsoever. Maybe the case is he's just not available, or maybe there's something going on behind the scenes we don't know about. But either way, Edinson Cavani is not going to be in the travelling squad. The 22-man squad is basically as follows. I mean, Solskjaer said at the weekend, though, he did say Edinson got a knock in training, maybe he'll be out for a week or so. He's still working his way up to full fitness from that one. So that's what he did say, but we don't know if that's actually what's going on behind the scenes. Hopefully, it is just a little knock and Edinson's out for these last couple of games because of that. But, with all this other stuff going on with the FA and Ronaldo coming in, etc., I don't know. Just got a feeling maybe there's a little bit of unrest behind the scenes, but that's just me reading into the situation a little bit too much, maybe. But the team, there are some players that will. So here is the squad to face Young Boys. It is De Gea, Heaton, Kovar, Bailly, Dalot. So he's put a few youngsters in this lineup, by the way. Kovar, Bailly, Dalot, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, Fernandes, Fred, Lingard, Mata, Matic, Pogba, Sancho, Van der Beek. Come on, free Donny! Hashtag free Donny, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Elanga, Greenwood, Martial and Ronaldo. So Ronaldo is in the squad. Doesn't mean that he'll necessarily start the game. because there are obviously other players in contention there. Mason Greenwood could be starting up top there. It is a Champions League game against young boys who we should be much better than and we should be able to beat considerably. Elanga might even be with a nod up there. You just never know. We've also got Tony Martial. Fair play to Tony Martial. Hasn't featured much. Came on in the game against Newcastle United. That lovely little decoy dummy run that he did helped score that last goal for Lingy. So fair play, Martial. You could still do a role for the team, hopefully. And don't know if he'll be starting in the game, but I'd imagine he probably will start him in this Champions League fixture just because he's not been featuring that much. And he did okay last time out. Jay Lingard as well. How about Jesse Lingard, guys? Coming on and scoring that goal. He might actually be in contention with starting this game against young boys. Let me ask you this question, guys. Bearing in mind the preseason that Jesse Lingard's had, bearing in mind that he did look good when he came on off the bench in the last game and he scored that lovely goal. It was a lovely bit of play by him, very intelligent play to beat the defender like that and just caress it into the goal. Lovely bit of for forward play from Jesse Lingard for that one. And his run at West Ham, also his run in the England team. Like, he just played for England the other night against Andorra, did really, really well, didn't he? He's looked pretty damn good for club and country. Just not playing for Manchester United in the club. But for West Ham and for England, he looked really quite good. He started this season well for United, the pre-season well. Solskjaer has said a lot of things about Jesse Lingard. This is a direct quote from Solskjaer. He said, Jesse Lingard has had his hard times and he is a lovely boy. Or man now. So funny, isn't it? But let me know if you think he should start. Should he start, or should he be on the bench, or should he just go? So let me know what you guys think. But anyway, he says Jesse is a lovely boy, or man now. He was allowed to go out to find himself. I could have kept him because I know how good a player he is, but he showed everyone with West Ham and England what kind of player he is. So Solskjaer got some strong words and strong love there for Jesse Lingard. You know how I sort of feel about him. I think he is a good player, but I just don't think he's good enough quality for Manchester United. I think he's basically third in line for any position in the team, which means that all he is a backup to a backup at best. And so what's the point of keeping him around? It's only going to hinder his own career. I can't see him starting in many games, but I can actually see him starting in this game against BSC Young Boys because of the performance he put in coming off the bench last time out. And also just the fact that, you know, it's a game against a lesser opposition here in the Champions League. Maybe it could be a good game for Jesse. So that's my only thinking. And what Solskjaer said here is obviously he's got a bit of love and time for Jesse Lingard. And maybe he's trying to say some comments there to make him seem like some Jedi master. You know, he had his hard times. We allowed him to go out to find himself. Like, okay, like we weren't just trying to get rid of a gash player. So Jesse Lingard may be starting in the game. It depends what you guys, you know... Let's have a look, actually, jump into the live chat real quick, see what you guys think. Bench player, says Jay. Start, rest others, says Travis. Van der Beek made the goal, Lingard goal happened, says Jed. I thought Pogba didn't. Any new midfielder rumours, says Jed. I mean, there's a few rumours. We'll get into that a bit later, actually. But, yeah, so Jesse Lingard, though, you know, it remains to be seen whether he'll be in the team. I mean, just let you guys know, that's actually Jesse Lingard's first goal at Old Trafford in the Premier League since December 2018. Which I don't need to be a mathematician to tell you, that's nearly 3 years ago. That's when Mourinho was manager of the team, guys. So it's not like Jesse Lingard has done all that much over the last few seasons at Manchester United. Let's just be honest. He might play in a bunch of games here and there, maybe some champs games. He might be scoring against, I don't know, bloody FC Midtjylland or whoever, some farmers. But most of the time, he just hasn't done all that much for us. I mean, of course, our form away from home has just been better, so maybe that's a bit of a misleading stat. But 3 years, that's his first goal since December 2018 in the league. Old Trafford, I mean, I just don't think that's good enough, guys. But he was very good, like I say, in the pre-season. I thought he looked very sharp. Seemed like he was fighting for a place in the side, maybe. He's decided to stay rather than go to West Ham, or we don't know what the situation was, whether Manchester United refused to sell him for a low fee, etc. But seems like we've got him for the season. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Well, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. Right now, with Rashford unfit and, you know, Cavani's out as well. I'm not saying he's going to play at striker, but just gives us some rotation options there, moving people around a little bit. It's kind of nice to have Jesse around. I'm just going to say that right now because, you know, we've got a couple of injury issues right now, you know, for these sorts of games where they are a lot of fixtures coming thick and fast where you have to manage the squad. and not tire too many players out and not give too many too much emphasis on players to actually have to be in every single game. I mean, look at Bruno last season. Towards the end of the season, I think you saw Bruno pretty much burnt out. Bruno is an incredible player. We all know that. And he was one of the most consistent players for us last season. But the last few games weren't the best from Bruno. I think that's just for general mental, physical fatigue. I don't know. Exhausted over the English season. The English season has a lot of fixtures. It's a nasty business, mate. By the end of it, you're shagged out. And I think it'd be better for the squad, to just use players like Lingard from time to time. Use him as a backup. That's what he is. A backup. He can come in and do a job against BSC young boys anyway. So that's why you're thinking, I'd rather sell him and generate the cash to go and buy a midfielder or something like that. Of course I would. But seeing as he's here, seeing as he seems to be in a good mental place right now, which is challenging for a place in the side, seems like he's pretty content to do so. And he looks like bang up for it, when he's coming on, trying his hardest and everything. I've got no problem with Jesse Lingard's effort levels ever anyway. It's just his technical abilities that I have a concern with. But yeah, definitely Jesse Lingard, nice kid, nice guy, nice man. Whatever. It's so funny, isn't it? He seems so young. He just seems so damn young. Even Solskjaer says he's a lovely boy. Actually, I mean man now. That's literally the quote from Solskjaer. Because you just look at Jesse, you think of Jesse, he just seems like he's about 19 even still. Funny, isn't it? But Jesse Lingard doing bits at the weekend against Newcastle United. Fair play to him. I just wanted to talk about for a few minutes because he deserves to be spoken about. We haven't really given him any praise whatsoever over the last couple of years, really. But I thought his mentality is very good at the moment. I thought he came on, did a good job, of course, got that goal against Newcastle. It's a lovely goal. In a way, that was the nicest goal of the day. Of course, Bruno's banger was absolutely insane. But they gave us so much space there. Bruno's technique's just insane. He's whipped it into the top left. Ronaldo's goals, what they mean, they were just sensational. But the actual, something about that fourth goal for United, which was just poetry in motion, which was just beautiful. Just peeling away, Martial peeling away, Pogba with that little pass through, and then he just span away round the corner, and then Martial's dummy run, Lingy just takes it to the right, gets the half yard and swipes it round the keeper. It was just such a beautiful goal. So fair play to him, fair play to Martial as well, being a part of that. So I think there's still a place for some of these guys in the squad against the lesser opposition. I'm not saying put him in there against the top sides. Absolutely not. I don't ever want to see Jesse Lingard really starting in any Premier League game. That's the place for him, is off the bench. That is the place for him. On the bench, bring him off. It makes sense. So, by the way, Jurgen Klopp was asked about Cristiano Ronaldo. He says, am I happy that he's at Manchester United? No, I can't say that. And then he was asked whether he's too good of a player. And he said, yes, unfortunately. Fair play to you, Jurgen. Says it how it is, at least. Respect, man. I mean, that is all these other teams and all these other managers looking at that game. Ronaldo's debut. He comes on, he scores the 2 goals in the first 2 goals for Manchester United, either half, either end, one in front of the Stretford end also. The stuff of legend. Gets the opener, then they peg us back, then immediately he gets us back in front, and then of course Bruno and Lingy and the guys do the rest. But it was just a dream debut. Everybody's going to be taking note of this guy. Everybody knows he's top class, and they're going to have a plan of dealing with this guy. It's going to be interesting seeing some of the battles throughout the season actually for Ronaldo in the Premier League, because Newcastle United it's a different kettle of fish. Let's be honest, Liverpool, they are a good team. Jurgen's got a good side there. And also, the defence, people like Van Dijk. We'll see how Cristiano Ronaldo can do against him. I hope he absolutely mugs it off, and I think he will, because he's fucking Cristiano Ronaldo, mate. So anyway, yes, Jurgen Klopp being a little bit honest there. In regards to Sir Alex Ferguson, some quotes from him, by the way, that came out. He says, a lot of people played their part and I contributed knowing that really Cristiano wanted to come here. That was important and it worked very well. He said, it's certainly full of excitement, also a sense of relief, a lot of relief because I couldn't imagine him playing for City. I don't think anyone could. So Fergie, he's just an absolute bloody legend. Just wanted to mention those quotes because he's obviously had a hand in, getting this man back to the club. And what a debut he had, guys. I mean, rate his debut out of 10, guys. So rate Cristiano Ronaldo's debut out of 10 against Newcastle. He scored 2 goals. He was generally fantastic. The mentality as well, what he brought to the team, just the leading from the front there. Fair play to players like Luke Shaw. I mean, Luke Shaw has been sensational. I would give him a 9 out of 10 as well, Seth Backrow. Seth Backrow gives him a 9. It can't be a 10. If he'd got a hat-trick, it's a 10. But bearing in mind the debut situation, the importance of the goals that he scored, what it means, the moment, the pressure, he's got to get a full-on 9 out of 10 for that performance, guys. Yeah, the first one, it's a reactionary thing, but it's instinct. If you actually look at how he reacts to it, Greenwood's got the shot off, and Woodman's made the save, but he's just knocked it to his right. But if you actually look at everybody, Ronaldo is just already on his way. He's got that instinct, and he's got that second nature just to be able to do that. So it's not just a tap, and there was something to that. He's got the instinct to be on it before Woodman could even get there. And then the second goal was just absolutely brilliant. Luke Shaw feeding him in. He's sprinting down. I mean, 20.2 miles per hour. 20.2 miles per hour he was clocked at during that one-on-one sprint, which I believe the quickest player to be clocked in the Premier League so far this season. Oh, who is it again now? Oh, damn it. But it's 22.1 miles an hour. So just under 2 miles an hour slower. And that's in that run. That is not at his maximum pace. That's at that moment, which, is a sprint. That is a sprint, but that's not necessarily his fastest sprint. But pretty much his fastest sprint. But even so, he's still quick and rapid as you like. He's not slowing down anytime soon, this guy. He's still quick. He's still athletic. He still can beat defenders. He's still got the step overs. We saw all of that. So, yeah, it's just sensational stuff. Guys, do us a big favour. There's 70 of you legends in it right now. Smash the thumbs up on the video if you're just joining us and you're just getting in. Get your thoughts and opinions in throughout. We want to hear from you lads and lasses. Do smash the thumbs up on the video. It's free to do so. It helps us out. Gives us a boost up there on the old algorithm. Hey there, Neil Duffin. How you going there, you absolute legend? I hope you're doing well. Sports Fervor, Ruby Avalar as well. Great to see you. 34.2 kilometers per hour. Crikey. 9.5 for me. He's done well, says Sports Fervor. Yeah, spot on performance on his first game, eh? Big debut, big pressure, huge game. After we got pegged back as well to get us straight back in the game. I mean, he just delivered, didn't he? He absolutely delivered. You might as well call him the Portuguese postman, mate. He always delivers. Rafael Varane was quoted as saying this. He says, playing with the best is a great pleasure. Cristiano Ronaldo is a great professional. Physically, he's always at the top. He always has the quality of finish. What he will bring to Manchester United is his rage to win. His winning mentality. His rage to win. I fucking love that. That is basically how you would sum it up. Cristiano Ronaldo is such a competitive professional, just wants to win everything. He has a raging, burning desire to win. That is such a great description there from Rafael Varane. He's got a rage to win. I fucking love that. I love that. It's not just a will to win. It's a rage to win. Get in there. So Rafael Varane, also another great player coming in. People have to take note. Let's just talk about him for a moment with his debut. I mean, it was a bit of a mixed bag. I thought overall he did very well and was very solid. Maybe Maguire exposed him a little bit as well by lunging in and allowing the ball to be played down the left to Almiron for their goal, and then it's been whipped in. Rafael Varane's basically got 2-on-1 there, and of course it is knocked to Manquillo by Maximum. So difficult for Varane. I do think he could have done better in that moment, but that's just one moment. And as I say, he wasn't helped out there with the original positioning of his teammates, just how easy it was for them to bypass our midfield and get going on the counter. So that is a point. But by the way, for Ronaldo's second goal, Luke Shaw, of course, got the assist. What a sensational player he is. And just so you know, here's a stat from the game, or from the season so far. Luke Shaw has carried the ball into the final third more times than any other defender in the Premier League so far this season. 18 times. That, when you take into that account, that just shows you what a threat he is, what an attacking threat. And you could see that in all the games he's playing, and he's getting balls in his delivery. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to absolutely love playing with a player like Luke Shaw, because he is the second coming of Shawberto Carlos here, it seems. Like, his attacking threat is always there. His delivery from set pieces, his delivery from, crosses and just the overlaps, getting balls in, his vision, his delivery is absolutely brilliant. It's got so much better over the last couple of seasons. It was always good, but he's really taken it up to the next level. Solskjaer deserves all the credit in the world for this development of Luke Shaw as well. But anyway, Luke Shaw going forward. Let's get some love heart emojis in the live chat for Lucas Shaw. This kid is doing some bits now, isn't he, for United? And I do think Ronaldo's going to get many an assist off of Luke Shaw. Of course, you saw Luke Shaw providing the goal for Ronaldo in the game, and what a really nice bit of play it was by Luke Shaw. I mean, just the way that he's received it in his own half, surged forward with that forward run. One thing on his mind, direct, exploiting the space, getting right at him. Ronaldo bearing down on the goal, perfectly fed in pass to Ronaldo. And the rest is history. So Luke Shaw, just what a man. Get those love hearts in, come on. Luke Shaw carried the ball into the final third more times than any other Premier League defender so far this season, with 18 times. What a legend. Attacking threat or what? He's soon becoming a United legend, Luke Shaw. He really is. If he can keep this up, he's going to go down as not only one of the best left-backs for United, but one of the best left-backs ever, I think. If he can keep this up for 5 seasons now, crikey, yeah, he's going to be up there with Irwin and Evra, and maybe, just maybe even surpass these guys. Who knows? Let's see what United can win over this spell. It seems like we're building and assembling a wicked team capable of actually winning some things now, and Luke Shaw's coming into his prime. So very excited about the future of Luke Shaw at Manchester United, lads and lasses. So there's the squad. Ronaldo in this squad, Jesse Lingard in this squad, maybe in contention to start. What else have we got to cover here before we move on? Oh yeah, so Lee Grant's been talking to the press, and he just said that Cristiano Ronaldo's strict diet is already rubbing off on Manchester United players, according to the club's goalkeeper Lee Grant. So he said that on inspecting Ronaldo's plate, none of his Manchester teammates were particularly keen to take advantage of the array of desserts on offer. So Ronaldo's such a damn professional. He's just putting spinach and kale and chicken breast and just 100% perfect stuff in there. You got Luke Shaw over there eating his lasagna and having his Coca-Cola. And he's like, you know what? Crikey, mate. You know what? I think it's time I start eating the rabbit food too. I want to be like that guy. No, he told TalkSport, he said, to give you one instance of the impact he is having on the group, this Friday night in the hotel, he says, so as you guys will be aware, you finish your dinner, and usually on a Friday night, you've got some cheat stuff out. You've got some apple crumble and custard, or you've got a bit of brownies and cream. He says, I tell you now, not one player touched the apple crumble and custard. Not one player went up for that brownie because everybody was sat down. One of the lads said to me, what has Cristiano got on his plate? Obviously, it's the cleanest, most healthy plate you can imagine. Grant said, I'll tell you, one of his plates, he had several. One of them was quinoa, avocado, and a couple of boiled eggs. This guy's in incredible shape, says Grant. That's what he has on a Friday night, guys. He doesn't have custard or apple crumble or, ice cream. No Ben & Jerry's for Cristiano Ronaldo. No. He's rocking a couple of boiled eggs, quinoa, and some avocado. What a fucking boss. Come on, let's get those CR7 emojis in there, lads and lasses, and everybody say, let's say it together now. So, I love it, man. Such a professional. This is why he can do what he does at 36 years of age, because he's such a professional. He takes care of himself like he is a Ferrari. And he is a Ferrari, to be fair. And you don't piss in your Ferrari, do you? You give your Ferrari the best fuel, the best oil, if you had a Ferrari. Anyway. So he is a Ferrari. He takes care of himself like a Ferrari. Bloody love it. Love to see it. He has boiled eggs. Couple of boiled eggs. Absolutely hard to beat them boiled eggs. I love a boiled egg, to be honest. They're very healthy for you as well, I love a boiled egg. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that because that just goes to show you the sort of professionalism and the lift that Ronaldo will give to the players. He's going to demand a certain level of professionalism, but not necessarily demand, but like this, set an example. Like in this instance, people are having their custard and their apple crumble and all that. No, not before match day. Ronaldo's encouraging everyone to get those boiled eggs down them. You know what I'm saying? To get that protein hit before bed. You need those healthy fats, those omega-3s, those, probably having a little cheeky bit of salmon for breakfast or something, This is the man we're talking about. So that's just one example. I'm sure in training as well, people are stepping up their levels. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has said as much. 135 of you legends in here, guys. Get your thoughts, and we will be dipping into the comment section throughout as we go as well. I just want to cover all the news first and then get into the comment section. But yes. Okay, actually, I'll get into the comment section now, and then we'll get into the Paul Pogba stuff, because there is some latest Paul Pogba stuff, which we will get into. Which we've discussed, a little bit recently, but we will get into the latest stuff. But I'm just going to get into the comment section and see what you guys and gals have got to say about yourself, though. So do have your say now, lads and lasses. Also, if you're just joining, hit the thumbs up button on it. Give it that cheeky little Kung Fu Cantonar at Selhurst Park treatment. And smash the like button. Also, give it a share on social media if you're that way inclined. That would be absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. Nice one. Okay. You what, Maxi? Says, can Fred help Ronaldo settle into Manchester? I suppose he could help Ronaldo settle into Manchester. If maybe Fred stayed in Ronaldo's spare room and just was a live-in maid for him and just maybe fetched him things, then yes, I could see him do that if he was the cleaner or, I'm just kidding. Obviously, Fred is a decent player, but he's just not really up to the standard for me. He's kind of like Phil Jones. Phil Jones is a T-boy at Manchester United. You know, as far as I'm concerned, he's the T-boy. Do you know what? That's harsh on Fred. Fred's not that level yet. He's not been demoted to the T-boy. He's Ronaldo's maid. Let's be honest. He's Ronaldo's maid. He's not the T-boy yet. That's Phil Jones level. You know, let's give credit where credit's due. Fred still has, you know, has something to offer the squad. No, in all honesty, I hope he's not playing this game against young boys, guys. It'd be an absolute nightmare if he is. From all accounts, I don't know what the situation is with these Brazilian players, but I don't know if Fred's going to play. Fred, in my opinion, shouldn't play anyway, because it's a good opportunity for other players to come in, a player like Donny van der Beek. Hey, thank you so much there, guys. I really appreciate you getting in here. Kayam and Burb are getting the channel membership links in there. Nice one. Thank you very much. Well, I'll put that to the top of the live chat there. If anybody does want to become a member, there it is. Thank you so much for getting it in there, Burbs and Kayam. Okay, replace Fred with Garner, says Maxi. I'm 100% behind that. You've got a young lad there with potential who looks really good, who probably won't do any worse than Fred, who seems a much better passer of the ball as well. So, in my opinion, that's a great shout, lad. Fred's just an absolute bloody bang average, second-rate pound-land Brazilian Gattuso, lads. And, you know, actually, that's really... Gattuso is a great player, but he's just like a little short Brazilian dude who can't pass the ball. And Gattuso was actually a really good midfielder, by the way. I'm saying he's a pound-land version of him. I just feel like Fred needs to step up and start doing it consistently for us. He needs to learn. He needs to go back to basics and learn how to pass. I feel he needs to go and like train with Apollo Creed back in the streets again. He needs to find like his zen or find his center or something. I don't know. Something wrong going on with Fred right now. He's forgotten how to play the fundamentals of the game. You see him win the ball back. He gets the ball. He's decent at running around and intercepting and reading other passes and all that kind of stuff. But when he actually got the ball at his feet and he gets his head up and he sees a simple 10-yard pass, it's like he's got some weird golfer's shank mentality going on. You know, when a golfer gets the shanks and he can't stop fucking slicing the ball, it's a mental thing. I kind of feel like that. He's got some mental thing going on. We can't pass the ball. He's got to go back with training on the beach, sprinting with Apollo Creed, mate, learning how to do the basics and start passing the ball again, man. You know, it's not to the standard. We need somebody who can do that. This is why I don't think he should even be playing right now. He's a decent backup, decent squad player. He's another Lingard. He's the Brazilian CDM Lingard. That's basically what he is. Lingard's okay to have around. You know, he's a decent squad player. He's third choice for every single position. That's what Fred should be. Okay to have around. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of fixtures. A lot of random fixtures against Shrewsbury Town, etc. in the League Cup or whatever. You know, you've got to manoeuvre through all of these fixtures. You need players like Fred, but he's not a starter. He's not somebody in there. He's not N'Golo Kante. He's not somebody that's really going to make us all that better. In fact, he just makes us worse. No disrespect. Oh, Fred, lads and lasses, get your comment in there. Stay or go on Fred. Irina Fox says, Rui Avelar, 40 kilometers per hour. Why so modest? I think Ollie just needs to take Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Shaw and say to them, today you guys will only train crossers. Luke Shaw's crosses are great. Aaron Wan-Bissaka could definitely do with some improvement in his attacking game. But I'm not having anything said about Luke Shaw. Although are you just saying we need to just literally get it to Ronaldo? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. This is it. If we can get crosses in behind. The problem is playing against teams like Newcastle United is there's not that much space there. They've got compact defenders in there. They've got that 3 at the back, which turns into a 5 at the back. And then they've just basically got a low block numbers behind the ball. So you can't really exploit that space in behind too much with that. That's why we didn't see that as too effective in that game, in my opinion, because Newcastle played very negatively. But if you're playing against a team that's actually attacking or a little bit more open, I think you will get a lot of opportunities where we can get a whipped ball in behind the defence to Ronaldo, who's got that brilliant movement, who's going to be on it like a car bonnet getting in behind the defence. So, yes, to me, Cristiano Ronaldo, feed the guy, get those balls into him in behind the defence, against teams that we can. It's hard to do it against low block teams, but still. Fred Flintstones to go, says Nikolai Winquist. He's had a yabba dabba do time. He's had a gay old time. But now it's time to go. I agree with you. Wilma! Yeah, it's time to go, isn't it, for Fred? I'm sorry to say, a lot of people agree. Just whipping it in, says Rui. Go, says Jared Strider. Go for 20 million, says Maxi. Stay, says G Hound Dog. I respect that. As a squad player, I would keep him, as I said, as a backup. Guys, we're on our way to 100 likes. Do smash the thumbs up if you're getting involved just now. Vutinator, how are you doing, bro? He says Salah is shit, Mane is shit. In fact, the whole Skip Rat team is shit. Wow. Okay, well, a little bit harsh. Some harsh words. I mean, they're start of the season, okay. I do think those players are top players, but they are diminishing, though. Hey, I think they're diminishing, to be fair with you, Vuti. How old are they? How old are they now? I mean, they're they're all about 30 or slightly over now. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just have a look. I don't even actually know. Hang on, Salah age, I think he's about 30. Salah's 29. Oh, shit. Mane's 29. Oh, fuck. Okay, I've bottled this. Firmino's 29. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay, so they're all 29. They're all in their prime and their peak. I bottled that. I thought they were over 30. I thought they started to diminish. No, they still got a couple of years left at the top. Not going to lie. But anyway, they're all 29. They're literally all the same age. They're good players, guys. They're good players. I mean, you know, there's nothing to worry about with Liverpool now, though. I think they've had a bit of a hit. Last season, they weren't the same Liverpool. Van Dijk wasn't in the side. Will he be the same Van Dijk when he's come in? I mean, I think they'll definitely be a better outfit. I think they will be challenging. But I don't think they're going to win the league this year. A couple of seasons ago, they were just bashing everybody up. It felt like they were unstoppable, really. Hate to say it, but they were in a great run. That Champions League run, you know, that whole 2 or 3 year period was brilliant for them. But right now, I don't feel that at all from Liverpool. I feel like they're there for the taking. I feel like we, especially with our new signings and our new squad and our new confidence, I think we're like to batter them to bits. Hey, Big God Bob, thank you so much for the £2 super chat. Get in there, Big God Bob. Let's be having you. Get in. He says, goat, swapping up man's apple crumble for soup. You're so right, Big God Bob. That's exactly what he's done. He's literally stopped and influenced people from having their apple crumble. And now they're just like having that boiled eggs and avocado and stuff, mate. You know what I'm saying? Big God Bob, love that comment, mate. Love that comment. Thank you very much. Ali Khan says, hi, Piggy. Hi there. Hope everyone's doing great working, plus Piggy in background. Ali, great to see you in here. Thank you for having us on while you're working today, bud. Get in there. Ika Ichsani says, Fred is absolutely no Keane or Carrick. How the hell will he end up with Fred? No Keane or Carrick, precisely. I mean, that's so true. He's absolutely no Keane or Carrick. What a great way to put it. That's the sort of player that we need, guys. I mean, okay, let me ask you this question. It's quite an interesting question, actually. Do you think we need... Okay, I'm not asking you this. I'm not asking you who's better, Keane or Carrick, because I think most people would say Keane, and that's probably true, right? Even though Carrick's a great player and has different attributes. But I'm asking to ask you this. Let me know. Have a vote in the live chat. What sort of player do you think Manchester United need more for that sort of holding midfield role? A Keano type or a Carrick type? I.e., somebody that can defend but is more of a passer, more of a distributor, more of a maybe a deep line playmaker type player? Or Keano, you know, somebody's going to sit in front of the back line, defend box to box as well, you know, but also, you know, defend and just generally be a terrier in there. A Keano or a Carrick? Craig Marsh says Carrick. Arsenal Fly says Keane. Get Beam says Carrick. United Forever says Carrick. Sumen Roy says Carrick. Well, there you go. So Keano says no such. Well, that's what I mean. I mean, it depends on the type of player, because there's a few players out there United should be looking at in Jan. Declan Rice, I guess you would have to say, is more like a Keano type, really. I don't know, actually. Maybe not. No, I see Keane's just in a different realm. Keane's in a different realm. I'm not comparing qualities here, by the way. I'm saying the types of players. Rice is more of a defensive midfielder, whereas a player like, say, Ruben Neves, he is defensive, but he's also he's a creative player, more so than a Declan Rice. Declan Rice is more so a Keano type player, and I'd say Ruben Neves more so a Carrick type player. So it depends which way you want to look at it and what you think we need. We need Kimmich for CDM, says Warlord. Rice is a Poundland Kimmich, says Maxi. I think that's even being nice. I think he's more like an Oxfam Kimmich, mate. Anyway, okay, so just a couple of things to get into then, guys. Paul Pogba, lads and lasses. So the big news, Paul Pogba, guys. Paul Labile Pogba. What a man. What a performance. What an awesome player. Seriously, I'm starting to really love Paul Pogba again, guys. I don't think I'll ever say that. Man's on fire this season. Come on, you got to say man's on fire this season. He's playing great. He's looking great. He seems to have had a lift with players like Varane and Varane and Ronaldo coming in and Bruno and all these guys. And I just feel like, yeah, he seems pretty content. He seems pretty committed. He's trying hard. Now, his contract is up in the air. He is looking for more money. Maybe there is a move on the horizon to PSG. Maybe that's why he's playing so well. I don't know. But all I know is he looks committed, he looks bang on it, and he looks quality. So far this season, Paul Pogba has got 7 assists in the Premier League. And just so you know, his current assist tally of 7 assists is the most any player has ever registered in the first 4 matches of a Premier League campaign. Just like on the first day of the season against Leeds, his 4 assists were the first time that any Premier League player had ever registered that for Manchester United in the Premier League in its entire history of the Premier League. Paul Pogba is doing some bits at the start of this season. Make no mistake, the stats do not lie there. 7 assists, the most that anybody's got ever registered in the Premier League after 4 games ever. He's got the most. So, I mean, you can't really ask for more than that from Paul Pogba right now so far at the start of the season, in my opinion. You can question maybe his defensive abilities, blah, blah, blah. I don't think you can question his commitment right now, and I don't think you can question his quality right now. He's bringing a lot to the table, man. And, you know, here's another player that's coming into his prime, and he's probably, you know, look, so the big news is, I mean, Sky Sports, MEN, they're all reporting the same things today. Pogba has been impressed by Manchester United's recruitment this summer and is now open to signing a contract extension, or more open to signing a contract extension at the club. Talks will continue between Pogba's representatives and United over his future, with the France international inside the final year, of course, of his contract with his... is it June 22 his contract runs out, so he will be free to join another club then, but he'd also actually be free to talk with other clubs in January and discuss pre-contract terms and actually sign with another club, but just not be able to join them until the summer. That's on the cards, unless United get him signed up before the end of the year. So we got the calendar year, you know, there's a few months left now. It's closing in on Christmas. Round about that, you know, how long is it going to be until Pogba's contract is sorted out? I don't think it's going to be very long, because we need to get him signed up. We have a player here who is clearly a quality player. I mean, I've slagged him off in the past for some of his commitment and his performances previously. I have to say, you know, he's been inconsistent for United. I'll say that up until now. He really has been inconsistent for United. Hit or miss. Not a stunning, not a stalwart player like Bruno who comes in and just performs most games. Kind of hit or miss, really, Paul Pogba. I'm just being honest. But recently, and particularly under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and certainly the start of this season, he's starting to look like the Paul Pogba that we all wanted, the one that we thought we were getting. He really is. He's really starting to look like a consistent performer, like he's committed, like he's bang up for it, like he believes in the squad, like he believes he's got a special opportunity here to play with players like Bruno and Ronaldo and Cavani and or just all the rest of them, Varane, and all the great players that are around him that he knows and loves and probably is relishing playing with. And the belief is there now that we can win. And I think maybe Pogba's a confidence player. He needs to be confident. He needs to be happy. He's kind of he's a confidence player. You know, if he's not feeling it, if it doesn't quite go his way in a couple of games, or even at the start of the game with a couple of touches or whatever, passes, he's a confidence player and it kind of eats him up. Whereas when everything's all right, when everything's bang on, when everything's perfect, he plays like perfect Paul Pogba. And so, to me, we should keep him. We should keep him. We should sign him up. We should get him signed up to a long-term deal until he's 32, 4-year contract, 5-year contract, maybe 33. Why not? You know, at the end of the day, he is actually starting to be the player that we thought he was. So I've got no problem with what I would absolutely not like to see. Whether or not you think Paul Pogba's good enough or consistent enough for Man United is another question. What I would not like to see is him released and we lose out on a player for nothing. You know, he signed up by PSG. They get a stunning world-class player in his prime for nothing. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see us lose out on Paul Pogba again. He's already left this club once. So I think it's just right now what United have to do. We have to eat a little bit of humble pie, really, because by all accounts, him and his agent are asking for a lot of money. And there has to be some serious level negotiation here. You can't be paying him Ronaldo money and that sort of stuff, which he basically already is. So there has to be some sort of leeway. It's got to be some sort of, negotiation that takes place here, and they have to meet us in the middle. But I do think United should give him closer to what he wants, closer to what the agent, you have to get the guy signed up now. Otherwise you lose him on for nothing. It's crazy. Hey, Football with Brownie, get in there, lad. Thank you so much for that, pal. I appreciate that. 179 super chat. Get in there, lad. You didn't have to do that, mate. Thank you so much. Hey, Football with Brownie, by the way, he's got a YouTube channel. He does. He's a Cardiff City fan. He's a Cardiff City fan from the Valleys. Get in there, my son, but thank you so much. Sorry about that. But anyway, thank you, Footy with Brownie. Let's get some watermelon sugar highs in there, everybody, for Mr. Football with Brownie. Thank you, sir. Get in there. Absolute legend, man. I'm going to pop on his show at some point, actually, and have a chat with him. He's a good lad. Gucci Lover, hello, all Mick Midland Scooter Club. Interesting. Okay, so talks continuing between Man United's teams, contract team here, and of course the representatives of Paul Pogba right now. So it's understood that no decision has been made. The 28-year-old is coming around to the idea of extending his stay at Manchester United, basically because of all the brilliant players we've had come in this summer. Sancho's come in, Varane's come in, Ronaldo's come in, and you have to say, I mean, this is just true. Whichever way you look at it, this is true. Of course, the arrivals of Ronaldo and all these great players around you would make you want to stay at the club. The chances of us winning have gone from, not that great to really, looking quite likely. We've had winners come into the team. We've had Varane come in. We've had Ronaldo come in. It doesn't get really much bigger in terms of getting winners into the team than those two. They've been there and won everything between them, definitely. World Cups, Euros, everything, literally everything between them. So we've got a couple of the world's best winners in the side here. And that's going to do a lot for us, for the belief and the confidence of everybody there. And I think right now, I don't know about you, but this is the first time for a while where I've started the season and I thought, you know what? Yeah, we could fucking go on and win the league. Like, I'm not saying we will. We could easily finish second. We could easily finish third. You never know. There's other teams still going for it. Chelsea look good. Liverpool, City, they're all going to be there. But this is the first one for a while where I actually feel like, yeah, you know what? We can win the fucking league, right? So that just in itself is amazing. Even though we didn't get that CDM, we're maybe still one top player away. We're one Kante away from having a full set of world-class Galacticos, really. But we're not far off, guys. We're finally getting there. And Solskjaer's started the season well. This time last year we had 3 points. We're doing really well. So we've had the start that we needed. We've set a pace, and we're doing really well, guys. It's brilliant. So yeah, I mean, you can't really say anything other than we're doing great this season. I mean, smash a 69 in the live chat if you actually feel like we do have a genuine chance of challenging for the Premier League title this year. Let me know. Mamasini with a £2 super chat. Thank you so much, very much, bud. Mamasini says Pogba, easiest replaceable member of our first 11. Ooh, controversial comment, bud. Ooh, let's analyse it. I like your comment, Mamasini. He says Pogba is the easiest replaceable member of the first 11. Well, no, he's not. He's not. He's almost, though. He almost is, actually, but he's not. He's not the easiest. How about fucking Fred, Matic, any of those guys who start next to him? Or, how about them? They're much more easily replaceable than Paul Pogba, has to be said, lad. Pretty much everyone else, though, I mean, you've got a point. In terms of what they bring to the team, in terms of importance, in terms of, you've kind of got a point. But there's definitely a couple of other positions, I think, that it's an interesting one. D. Stewart says, what happens when Ronaldo... Thank you for the super chat. Let's get those watermelon sugars in there. Dizzy Red Devil, how you doing, bro? Says 69. Bernard the Red thinks we can win it. Gucci Lover. Kate Cadet. Nikolai Lindquist. ZX Frames. G-Wolf United. Exactly. Lots of confidence coming in there. Thank you so much, guys, for getting in here with your thoughts and opinions. It's a great show today. Loving your thoughts and opinions and everything going on. Football Brownie says, Fred is the worst Brazilian I've seen since the bird I took home the other week. Oh, no. Well, at least he probably had a decent back end, Football Brownie. Oh, my goodness me. That is funny. Hey, Vincent Bullock says, 79. We will be champions, not contenders, champions. Come on. Love that confidence, Vincent Bullock. Everyone, do us a massive favour if you join us. 150 of you, smash that thumbs up button. Let's see if we can get 150 likes on the stream. If you haven't hit the like, please do so. It's free to do so. It helps boost us up there on the YouTube algorithm and also helps us compete with some of the conglomerate corporations, the BT Sports, the Sky Sports of this world, and also some of the clickbait merchants of this world too. So if you enjoy the show, if you want to support the show, make sure you're smashing the like. Also get involved in the comments because unlike some other channels, we will at least try and read everybody's comments out. So get involved. You don't have to super chat on this channel, although a couple of people are. Everybody will have their say on this channel. That's how we roll. Thank you very much. Charlie Anthony with a £2 super chat, though, be rude not to read it, says, Ollie wants to be the Norwegian hairdryer. Dude, come on. I think there was a lot of doubt about whether Solskjaer could be that sort of disciplinarian or be that hairdryer coach. I think there was a lot of doubt about that, because he's such a nice guy. He's the baby-faced assassin, But I think, actually, there's a different side to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think he can do that. I think he does do that. I think, there's a moment, actually, during the game where he was, shouting instructions at Ronaldo and then to Pogba, and Pogba's gone to have a little word with Ronaldo. And it's kind of like, he's not afraid to, to tell people that they're not doing something that he wants them to do, And also in terms of like halftime team talks, we don't know what's gone on in the dressing rooms, but I'll tell you what, whatever he does at halftime, he's a fucking genius, man, most of the time. Look at last season, how many times we were in losing positions and we've come back and won from a losing position. We've literally done that more than anybody. We were the comeback kings. And in order to do that, there has to be a certain level of being able to manage that halftime time. That team talk, that motivation. You're playing like shite, lads. Sort your bloody lives out. All that sort of stuff. All of that goes into it. He must be decent at that. I'm not saying he gets it right all the time, but the second half performance by United is often way better than the first half performance. You can say that's initially bad management, but you talk about somebody who adapts throughout the game, adjusts things, and generally changes things second half as well. Not always. Look at that game against Southampton. I mean, there was no second. I don't know what the team talk was there. Just do shite, lads. Maybe that was the team talk, but I don't know because there was no second half performance there. But most of the time, he does seem to get better performances out of the guy's second half. Emmanuel, thank you, Charlie Anthony, for that super chat, bud. Emmanuel Ramirez says, F whoever calls CR7 Ronaldo. What do you mean? That's his name, bro. Martin McGrath says, I miss the days of your meltdown, says Martin McGrath. Well, that's it. I mean, I don't. It's much nicer being a Man United fan right now. But I'm sure, look, you know how football is, guys. There's going to be some heartache and pain along the way. I mean, it was only just a short while ago we had that Europa League penalty debacle, mate. So, it's not been that long since the last meltdown, mate. So, yeah, just be happy that we don't have a meltdown for now. Mamasini, did you really decline to comment what I said last? You admitted it's reasonable but can't go into it. A bit odd. Are you talking to me or somebody else? Let me have a look and see what comment there's. Maybe I missed it. There's a lot of comments coming in here. Oh, okay, sorry, I missed that super chat, bud. Oh, shit. Hey, Mamasini, thank you very much. No, I just missed it, mate. Sorry, there's a lot of comments coming through. I just missed it. Mamasini, thank you so much for another super chat. He says, we already have Van der Beek for Pogba and no one for Fred. Well, actually, we have Matic for Fred. There's McTominay for Fred. There's even Garner for Fred. So there are players for Fred. I disagree personally with you, Mamasini, but, each their own. Everybody's got their own opinion. That Van der Beek for Pogba, though, I mean, yeah, okay. That's going to make us worse. So I don't really see the point you're making. That's just going to make us worse. As much as you want to say, Van der Beek has had games for United. He hasn't had that many games. He needs more games. He needs some starts. It is a disgrace that he's not playing. But, from what we've seen from Donny United's shirt, whenever he's been on, he's been good, he's been okay. He hasn't set the world alight. He hasn't, done 4 assists or, just, turned the game or done stuff that Paul Pogba would do, to be honest, in all honesty. But I know what you're saying. In terms of replaceability, though, is your point, wasn't it? So, replacing Pogba with Donny, I mean, I don't know about that. It remains to be seen. We don't know how good Donny van der Beek is. We just don't know. It remains to be seen. Pogba is a good quality player. The dark days are gone, says Bell6091. Come on. Maxi says, with Fernandes and Ronaldo, United can win a penalty. We don't need them. I think it's clear to see. Did you see that penalty Bruno scored against Newcastle United, mate? Did you see that one? Did you see those 2 penalties Ronaldo scored against Newcastle United? Let's get ready to suck it, mate. Because there are no penalties. There are no Ronaldos. There are no Fernandeses, mate. All there is just penetration. That's the only pens there are for us now. Penetration and big penises. Those are the only pens, mate, for Manchester United now. There's no Penaldos. There's no Fernandeses. They're quality players. They're goal scorers. Fernandes. How about we start calling him Bruno Hat-Trick Fernandes instead? Or Hat-Trick Andes or something. Because how's about scoring a bloody hat-trick from open play? First game of the fucking season. People calling him Fernandes. It's laughable. Did you see that banger he stroked in against Newcastle? They call him Fernandes. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, but it really does wind me up when people say that's ridiculous. Ronaldo penalties? Yeah, somebody's got to take the penalties, mate. Somebody's got to take the fucking pens. It's actually ridiculous. It's just this agenda against Manchester United. That's all it is. You don't really see it with other teams, mate. You don't hear the teams calling, Harry Kane, fucking Harry Penn Kane, Harry fucking Penn Kane, or, any other penalty taker, Penkaku. What's going on, mate? They don't do that. It's just for United. And it's wrong anyway. It's actually bullshit anyway. They both score loads of goals in open play. It's not Penandes or Ronaldo. Okay, so if you're just getting in, guys, the United haven't officially unveiled the travelling squad for the game against Young Boys tomorrow. De Gea, Heaton, Kovar, Bailly, Dalot, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, the defenders. For Fernandes, Fred, Lingard, Mata, Matic, Pogba, Sancho, Van der Beek, Free Donny, hashtag Free Donny's got to start. Elanga, Greenwood, Martial, and Ronaldo. So Ronaldo's going with the travelling squad. So there's a good chance that he starts, guys. Have a vote in the top of the live chat, everybody. Actually, would you? So there's a little poll at the top of the live chat. Smash your vote in there. And the question. Oh no, sorry, wait, I've got the wrong. Hold on, let me end that one. Let me get a new poll in there. Will Pogba sign a new contract? Yes or no? 81% say yes. I'm actually going to get a new poll on the go. So that's it. 81% of you do think Pogba's going to sign a new contract to United. If I was him, I would. We've got a special set of players now, super talented. Hey, we're 1 like away from 100 likes, guys. Smash the thumbs up button. We're almost there. Thank you for subscribing, Mr. Vex, Josh Maynor as well. Get in there, Mr. Vex. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you're new to the channel, do as Mr. Vex has done. Smash the subscribe button there. Get involved. We do regular United news updates for you. No clickbait, no shite, just all the latest news as it happens. What a goal by Brownie, says Gucci Lover. Absolutely insane, wasn't it? So I'm going to get a new poll on the goal, guys. Oh, shit. What have I done? I've just asked you a blank question. What an idiot. I've just literally asked you a blank question. That's hilarious. Okay, 67% say yes. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm going to say, let me try again. It's this mouse button is a little bit sticky or something. I don't know why. No, it's just a little bit, I don't know. It's hard to double click on it probably. Right, hang on a sec. It's a bit eager to double click, I mean. Does CR7 start? Does CR7 start tomorrow? I'm going to ask you that question. And my opinion on this one, now, bear in mind, it's a lesser game against Young Boys. They're not a top team. It's the Champions League, though, and that's the it factor for me. That's why I think Ronaldo starts. I don't think he plays 90 minutes. I don't think he's on as many minutes as he was last time out. But I think that he starts the game, and I think that he plays 65, 70 minutes of the game, and I think he gets on the score sheet. Ronaldo wants to get UCL goals. He wants to add to his tally of 135 Champions League goals, and he's already way ahead of everybody else, miles ahead of Messi in second, and even way ahead of anybody else in third as well. So he's just got an insane amount of Champions League goals, this man. Literally, he wants to cement himself as the all-time Champions League goal scorer for a long time, I think, for the history books. You know, somebody will probably beat it one day, but it's going to be a long time, I think, until somebody does. Ronaldo literally will score, 10 Champions League goals this season, maybe 15, if we're lucky, if we have a good run to the latter stages. If he plays in those games, he will get that. If he doesn't play in those games, he's not going to get that. There's a great opportunity for Ronaldo to score many goals against BSC Young Boys because they're not that great a standard of a team. No disrespect, still probably going to be a tough game. But on paper, anyway, it's a game that Ronaldo could score. He could score a few goals. And if you're Ronaldo, you've come in here to play. You've come in here to win things. You want to win the Champions League and you want to win the Premier League. You're going to want to play in these many of these games and these competitions as possible. So I don't see Ronaldo shirking away from this one. I really think if Solskjaer says, yeah, we're going to rest you, he's going to kick off. I think he's going to want to play in every one of these games to add to his tally. He's not going to be bothered about some of the other tournaments, some of the other cups, some of the other games, League Cups and, even FA Cups until it gets to the latter stages. I don't think he's going to be that bothered about playing in those games. That's where, Eddie Cavani's in there, Mason Green was in there, Tony Marcy was in there. But for the Champions League and the Premier League, I think he wants to play as many games as he possibly can. So do have your vote in the live chat. Let me know if you think Ronaldo starts. He is travelling with the squad. Solskjaer said some stuff about him. He said, no, it's not impossible to leave Ronaldo out. He's 36. He says Mason Greenwood is 19, so it's the same. I have to manage his minutes, and I have to manage a 36-year-old's minutes as well. So Solskjaer alluding to the fact that maybe, let's be honest, Ronaldo may not play in all of these games. Like, there's a lot of games, Premier League games coming up. Will Ronaldo play in all of them? Probably not, but I think he'll play in most of them because he's going to want to have a shot at getting the Golden Boot. He's on 2 now. He's got literally 100% more goals than Arsenal. So, he's going to want to play and feature. And in my opinion, he's going to want to play most of the games. Solskjaer, he's right. He does have to manage him. He is 36. But as far as 36-year-olds go, he's robust. He's physically fit. But you don't want to overdo it with Ronaldo. That's a great point from Solskjaer. So you might just see him not starting this game. Who knows? There's a good chance that he doesn't, I suppose. But I think that he will. Not a chance Ronaldo misses any UCL games, says Maurice Varela. I'm kind of with you on that one. He wants to play, wants to add to his legacy. Nick Hill says, how salty ESPN pundits like Messi made debut for 25 minutes. They see first game, he will adjust, and Ronaldo scores 2, shows up on the debut. They say it's only 1 match. I know Nick Hill CR7, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Look, Messi's done himself dirty, I think, bro. And Ronaldo's done himself an amazing thing here. Because it's funny, isn't it? But this could be a deciding factor, in my opinion, into who goes down as the GOAT. Ronaldo's gone to Manchester United in the best league in the world, or certainly one of the best leagues in the world. Some people say La Liga, whatever. Not right now, I don't think. I think the Prem's the best. So, the Prem's the best. So, he's gone to the best league in the world, still doing it at his age. If United win anything, he's properly adding to his legacy. Whereas Messi going to the Farmers League and League One and scoring goals against all these farmers every week, pitchfork in hand, it don't do much for me, guys. And it doesn't really add to his legacy. He has to win the Champions League or bust. It doesn't matter about these domestic cups, even the League One title's rubbish over there. It's not going to do anything for me. He's not going to win Ballon d'Ors doing that. He's got to have an incredible Champions League run and win the Champions League with PSG. That's the only way he adds to his legacy. Whereas Ronaldo, we can win a Premier League title, and that really does add to his legacy. Imagine somebody who's been a part of a successful Premier League winning side back in the day, won his first Ballon d'Or at United, won Champions League at United, to go away, have a career, come back and do it again at the age of 36 after we've had an unsuccessful spell of 8 years under Sir Alex, since Sir Alex Ferguson left, would be one of the most legendary things ever. It really would. If we could just win the Premier League with Ronaldo here, firing us to the title, if he gets 20 odd goals, that's fucking legendary. That's legendary if we won the league, that is. So, he's got a chance of doing that. Not only that, he's going to bring that confidence for the Champions League. Players like Varane will too. We've got an increased chance of winning that. So I really do think Ronaldo adds to his legacy a lot more now than Messi does. Sorry to say, I think Messi's screwed himself over, man. Maurice says, Messi chose a rich club, Ronaldo chose a club with rich history. What a great way to put it, lad. Yes. Get in there. Hey, thank you very much for the super chat here, boss. I really appreciate that. Get in there. Mamasini, thank you very much. I missed that one as well, didn't I? Crap, I'm rubbish at this. Sorry, wait a second, Mamasini. Sorry, let me catch up. Mamasini sent another super chat. Mamasini, get in. Thank you very much. He says, Van der Beek, if we invest in Van der Beek, he can catch up. I mean, that is a very good point. I mean, Van der Beek needs the games. He's only 23, 24. He's so young still. He's got a lot of development. He's had a great career up until joining United. Looked like he could go on. I mean, I think we have done him dirty. I don't think we've given him enough opportunities. So fair enough. I like your style. I like your moves. I think Donny could potentially be a great player for us. We just need to give him games. What I would like to see, and you might think this is stupid, but I'd like to see Pogba and Donny on the pitch at the same time. Certainly in a game like tomorrow, I think they'd be capable of doing the job. Even if you play them in a midfield pivot, which I wouldn't like to see necessarily. I'd rather see Pogba probably out on the left with Donny and somebody else in the midfield pivot. But I'd like to see them both on the pitch at the same time. Why not? The creativity would be brilliant. Let's get Donny, see what he can do. Let's get him playing with these other creative players. So, yeah, fair enough, my lad. Shakalaka Mekaleka with a 14 Zar super chat says Ronaldo can miss the energy drink cup, pig. Exactly, mate. The energy drink cup. He can miss that, and he can also miss the FA Cup earlier rounds. I'm not bothered about that. He would want to play in the latter stages of it, and of course win the trophy in the final, etc. But I'm not too bothered if the fourth round we've got Luton Town and somebody else is going to play. That he's not going to. I don't think he's right for those games anyway. We don't want to risk him in those games. He's a pedigree racehorse. You don't race your pedigree racehorse at full tilt down at the fucking local park. You wait until you're at bloody Kempton or something. You do it on the day. You don't push him unnecessarily is what I'm saying. Anyway, Shakalaka Mekaleka, thank you so much for the 14 Zar super chat, you legend. Get in there. Also, we have a couple of subscribers. Somebody else who's just subscribed. Who is it? Somebody subscribed. Wait, I don't know. It's gone. Thank you very much for subscribing though. What's going on, David Srinivasan? He loves to score in Fergie time, eh? Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm just going to say this. If you are new to the channel, guys, smash that subscribe button. We're on our way to 44,500 subscribers, nearly at 45,000. So if it's your first time here, smash your subscribe on it. Click that little bell icon that looks like Luis Suarez, the little bell on icon. That'll give you a notification when we post a go live as well. Goat Naldo, remember the game last year against the Turkish side? If United had won that, we would have qualified, and it's an away game. No need to take it easy. Yeah, there you go. That's a good point, Goat Naldo. That's a good point. Get the job done against whichever team you're playing against. Really good point. Really good point. Ronaldo is the OG GOAT, not the farmer, says Assassin Gamer. Mamasini with another €5 super chat. Thank you, bro. He says UCL is Ronaldo's thing. He won't miss one if he's fit. He'll miss all cup matches. That's what he doesn't care about. Although if he plays, he's balls in. He's going in balls deep if he plays. That's right. He's committed. You're right about that, Mamasini. He's not somebody just to coast through a game ever, whether he's playing Luton Town or Liverpool, to be fair. You're right about that one. And I think you're right. UCL is his thing. That's what Ronaldo wants to play in. That's why he's probably going to start against young boys. And probably will start most of the Champions League group stage games as well. And certainly in the latter stages of the tournament, when we get there, he will be starting all of those too. So, yeah, he wants to add to his legacy. I think that's a great point, Mamasini. Like, he won't want to miss them. The other games, the Cup games, the League Cup games, some of the lesser games in the FA Cup, League Cup, he's gonna be not bothered about missing. And if there's a genuine reason to not play, you know, like he's just got a bit of a pull or a muscle problem or an injury of some sort, of course. But yeah, I think you're right, Mamasini. I think he's got to play in the UCL when he's available. Gaz Newton, how are you, bro? Thanks for being a channel member, supporting the stream for a long time, you legend. He says, so will Scott McTominay play tomorrow, says DG Irish? I think there's a good chance of that, yeah. McTominay was in contention to start for the Newcastle game, even though he wasn't back quite 100% fit by then. But he may well play, yeah. Yes, I probably will be up for some Rocket League in a bit, G-Wolf United. Are you streaming, bud? We can do a cheeky little raid of you if you want, if you're streaming live now. Gucci, not a good time when we finish, I mean. Eddie O2 says, hey guys, looking forward to Ronaldo getting some UCL goals tomorrow. Oh, yeah, can't wait to see him do that. So again in the UCL, dude. Man, Ronaldo in the team, though, Eddie, like scoring in the Champions League, like, that's what it's all about. Like, he is going to, just that legend, just that, what's the word I'm looking for here? Just that, aura. That's the word I'm looking for. The aura that he has around him for our players and for opposition players. Just think about the psychological aura that Ronaldo has when you're coming up against him in the Champions League. It's like, crikey, you're coming up against an assassin. If I was any other team looking at Ronaldo with a lineup coming up against us in the Champions League, I'd be thinking, "Oh shit," you know. So that's what he's gonna give you. He's just an incredible goal scorer in that competition and anywhere, but in that he loves it, doesn't he? Shamir Qureshi says, "Pigo, how you doing, Shamir?" Josh Lee, I wouldn't start Ronaldo as it's only young boys. Rather see Martial and Elanga play. I know it's controversial. Nah, fair enough, Josh. I understand it too. Martial maybe deserves a start as well. I think he'll rotate things. I think he'll move stuff around. Just got a feeling he'll play him because Ronaldo's going to want to play in all these games. But you could be right. I mean, you could be right, but I don't know. Vincent, why don't you get to some GTA Peak? Possibly, who knows? Mamasini, you can't deny Ronaldo the Champions League. That would be just disappointing. Yes, I agree, Mamasini. Why would you want to... why would you want to... Ronaldo doesn't do benches. I said this the other day. He doesn't do the bench. I'm sorry to say, like, he doesn't... Either you don't play him at all and you rest him, or I guess if he's on the bench, and you need to, if you're losing and you need to bring him on, fair enough. But other than that, he's not going to come on for a 25-minute cameo at the end of a game against young boys, I don't think. No, start him and then sub him off. Start him, play 60 minutes and then sub him off. That's the way he's going to want to do his business. And Ronaldo's such a peak physical man. You need him to have those games anyway for conditioning. He hasn't exactly been trained or playing a lot with Juventus, early on because of what was going on. So I wouldn't even say he's at 100% yet for United. He needs games, he needs matches, he needs minutes. 60 minutes, 65 minutes against young boys, that's perfect. And that'll warm him up nicely for the weekend. Yes, Shamir Qureshi, fair play, says Pig. Did you see Mourinho celebrate with the Roma players? I still love him. Fair play, Shamir Qureshi. Look, he's a passionate guy, isn't he? And look, he's probably gone to a right place there. Good place, because if he does well with Roma there, that's like just proves that he's still a good manager, in my opinion. Because Roma are a good team in Italy, but they're not one of the top teams. You've seen last season, obviously, Inter dominating. Roma are a good team, but Mourinho coming in, if he was to win Serie A with Roma, you'd have to say fucking fair play Jose. And they're top of the league right now, aren't they? After a few games. I know it's only been a few games, but they're top. It's a good coach. I think, obviously, good coach for Serie A. Maybe a little bit of a dinosaur for the Premier League. I'm just going to say it how I see it. But for Serie A, oh yeah, he'll be perfect for Serie A. He'll do bits over in Serie A with his defensive, mundane style. He'll do absolute bits. Culture Soldier Gear, just jumping back in for a bit as my other account, Pigo, the other mods on good duty. Thank you so much, Mr. Culture Soldier Gear. You're the man. The special one. Yes, I will win with Roma. Oh, okay, G-Wolf. Right, okay, well, if we're still live by then, we'll rage, my son. Assassin Gamer says, Ronaldo can play the whole 120 minutes if needed, says Assassin Gamer. Or put it in the end, at the end of the stream as well, Mr. G to the Wolf. DG Agush says, where Manchester United need to improve for the UEFA Champions League? Yeah, that's where we need to improve, definitely. We did shite last year, mate. We actually started the group stages brilliantly. We won our first 3 games, didn't we? We all thought we were through. And then what happened? We bottled it big styly and actually dropped into the Europa League, which could have been a blessing in disguise last season if we'd gone on to win it. Because I actually don't think we were anywhere near good enough last season to actually win the Champions League. So we've more than likely probably just bottled out, quarterfinal stages or something anyway. So it's probably good last year that we dropped into the Europa, in all honesty. I know that sounds a bit silly, but at least we had a chance of winning the trophy, and we should have probably won the trophy, but we bottled it on pens, didn't we? Maxi, Ronaldo at least 60 games per season, should play at least 60 games per season. Crikey, how many games are he going to play? So there's 34, is it 34 Premier League games left? He'll probably play, 28 of those, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine he'll play all of them. Then there's Champions League, group stage games, 6 of those, plus the rest of them. I mean, I don't think he'll play 60 this year, personally, but you never know. I think he'll play, maybe, actually, yeah, maybe. You're probably right. Josh Smith, Arsenal won their cup final against Norwich, the height of their achievements for this season. The Arsenal joke club, mate, just managed to snatch it against Norwich, didn't they? Kayam says the only bench Ronaldo does is in the gym while taking a rest. Love it. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo does bench presses to rest. That's what he does. He doesn't rest to rest. His rest is bench pressing. Oh, dude. Even Roma has a better manager than United. Maxi, you're talking absolute guff, dude. We literally got rid of that guy because he turned Manchester United into a mundane mess. Dude, it's night and day between Mourinho and Ole Solskjaer. Look, Mourinho on paper is a much better manager than Solskjaer. On paper. He's won everything. You can't deny he's one of the greatest coaches of all time on paper. But for United, and that is a big asterisk, for United, I don't think he is. Not long term anyway. Short term, yeah, he came in, won a couple of Mickey Mouse trophies. Short term, got us in a bit of a mess with players, signed players that were not quite up to our standard or on too much money. And it was a bit of a mess. Not a very good situation, I don't think, with Mourinho at the club. Whereas now, the camaraderie, the team, where we're going, the youngsters, the youthful exuberance of the side, and also some of the winners that have been added into it, just the confidence and also the vibe of the team is just so much better now. Sorry to say. Mamasini with another €2 super chat. Mamasini going absolutely ham out there in the live chat today. Thank you, Mamasini, for getting them all in there. Can you get those watermelon sugar highs in there, please? Or some Sue emojis, please, for Mamasini. Manu needs to train counter-attack 10 seconds and done. I mean, United, one of our strengths is the counter-attack game, right? I mean, what are you trying to say? We should just be attacking at teams more so than we're not. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know, but definitely think we have a lot of joy, especially against some of the top sides, utilising our counter-attacking qualities, because we do have the players for it. And Solskjaer likes to play that way, especially away from home. And it's served us really well. Look at our record away from home. It's incredible. So, and that's by doing a counter-attacking style more often than not, you have to say. So I've got no problem with our counter-attacking style, if that's what you mean anyway. My favourite player, says DG, it's got to be Cristiano Ronaldo, dude. I'm sorry to say, but he's only just coming again. But he was my favourite player when he was here previously, and now he's back. He's my favourite player again. Yeah, of course. Bruno Fernandes is also my favourite player, and Rashford's also my favourite player too. But if I had to choose one, it's Ronaldo. Can CR7 get the Ballon d'Or this year? Yes, the special one, he can. It's going to take some wins. It's going to take some special things to happen. He's going to need to win a big trophy, such as the Champions League, maybe. or at least get really close to doing so, and maybe win the Premier League and, some cups, or score a lot of goals along the way. Individually, he's going to have to be brilliant. He's going to have to get 25 plus league goals and hope that we win some sort of a big trophy, and maybe he'll be in contention for it. I think he could be in contention for it, because it also encompasses what he does for the Portugal national side, and let's be real, he's a fucking goat at that as well. Mamacini says, I mean my super chats. Man United need to train counter-attack. 10 secs and done. Man, I don't know what you mean. Ronaldo brings a lot to the team when it comes to UC glory. And guess what? We got Varane too, says Mamacini. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. It's an absolute stunner. We are too slow. Yes, I mean, this is the problem with us. A very slow build-up play sometimes needs to be better, needs to be quicker. Certainly, I think most of the time, we should be playing attacking football. We should be on the front foot most of the time. When we're at home or when we're against lesser opposition, we should be, of course, we should be taking the game to the opposition. So most of the time we should attack. But certainly there's going to be times when we need to play defensive, counter-attacking football in order to deal with, quality opposition who maybe have a home advantage as well. Culture Soldier Gear, this squad is tasty. I'm really excited to see if we get consistently good footy this season. It's just a tasty looking squad, mate. Yes, it is, isn't it? One CDM away from having a Galactico side. Brilliant players. It's going to be amazing. Right, okay, guys, do us a favour, smash the like. Also, follow us on social media, Flying Pig United, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, guys. I think that's all the news. If you're just getting in here, I'm actually just going to give you the rundown quickly. So, official travelling squad for United has been confirmed. Ronaldo's in it. No Edinson Cavani. He's not in it, guys. He's taken a little knock, supposedly what Solskjaer said a few days ago anyway. We'll see what comes out about that. Pogba is understood to be closer to joining or re-signing Manchester contract at Manchester United. No decision's been made at this moment in time, but it's understood that he is happy with the recruitment that United have done this summer and is more likely to stay because of that, because we're more likely to win things and he's got great players around him, more so than we did before. Also, Pogba's tally of 7 this season, 7 assists this season, is the most any player has had in the Premier League after 4 matches ever in the Premier League. So that's pretty amazing. But it looking likely that it's realistic that he could sign a new contract soon. And yeah, that's looking good. That's basically it, guys, really. The travelling squad, Cavani's not in it. Luke Shaw doing bits. Just generally, Lingard obviously did well, and he could be in tension for starting the game against Young Boys as well. That's basically it, guys. I'm going to get into the live chat for a few minutes now. So have your say in the live chat. Do get involved. Do smash your likes. Do subscribe if you're new. You only need to be subscribed for 1 minute to chat in the live chat. So if you're wondering why you can't chat, it's because your subscriber mode's on. Smash the subscribe, and in 1 minute's time, you will be able to chat with everybody. We're also almost at 150 likes, guys. So do us a massive favour. Smash that like. Mamacini, no worries. Thank you, Mamacini, for the support today, by the way, man, and getting your thoughts and opinions in. I really do appreciate it, man. Really do appreciate it. And everybody else as well. Thank you so much. Get in. Okay, so get your thoughts in, guys. Eddie, he's a skip rat, says Vutinator. Yeah, blatantly. What's happening with Pogba, says the special one. So MEN and Sky Sports both reporting that Paul Pogba is closer to joining or signing a new contract at United because of the current situation. He's playing really well. He's had a great start to the season. Literally the best start any midfielder's had, I would say to the Prem. 4 assists. I mean, come on. He's literally got the record for assists so far after 4 games. So that is technically, maybe not in performance-wise, but technically the best start a midfielder's had to a Premier League campaign assist-wise. Okay, you can put goals in there as well, actually, to make that statement. So that's not true at all. But in terms of assists, he's got Ronaldo in. Varane's come in, his international teammate, a winner. Real Madrid, 4 Champions League, World Cups, a winner. Luke Shaw, the best left-back in the world, is now here at the club. Wan-Bissaka, the spider, the future best right-back in the world. David De Gea, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Slabby Maguire, one of the best fridges in the world. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best players of all time, if not the best. You've got Sancho, one of the up-and-coming future generational players, generational talents of his era, potentially, as well. Mason Greenwood, unbelievable youngster. Just goodness me. Goals for days, creation for days. Rashford, another great teammate, another great goal scorer, another great player with a great future. Martial, another international teammate as well. You know, like, there's a lot going for Paul Pogba at United. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot going for Paul Pogba at United. He's loved now at United. I think he needs to be loved. I think he needs to be confident. And I think Solskjaer provides him that. He puts the arm around the shoulder. He loves Paul Pogba. He gives Pogba love. And Pogba needs that. And Pogba also needs confidence. And he's got that confidence now with players around him. I mean, look at him the other day. He's got an assist, by the way, for Bruno's goal. Just so you know, Pogba played him that pass, and that's contributing to 1 of the 7 assists that he got this season. Guess what? Bruno still had a lot to do there. But that's going to give Pogba the confidence, isn't it? He's passed it to Bruno, and Bruno's done the rest. He's given it to Ronnie. Ronnie's doing the rest. He's doing, you know what I'm saying? Or not Ronnie, but, you know, whoever he's provided the ball to, like, he's got the players around him now. So there's no excuses for Paul Pogba not to want to stay and play and compete. Like, surely we can win things now with this team. That's the argument. So, yeah. You know, he's going to want to stay, in my opinion. Maxi says, sorry for the shots. It's just that people lower the standard that Sir Alex set. Like, Shaw is nowhere near Evra's level yet, let alone Irwin. You know what, Maxi? This may be controversial to you, Maxi. I'm going to say this right now. Luke Shaw's performance, Luke Shaw's season, last season for Manchester United, just gone. I will hold that season up against any other left-back that we've had in my lifetime. That includes Irwin and Evra. Now, they're doing it in a different way. They're doing it winning trophies. They're doing it in a better team with a winning coach. You know, everything's different. It's not the same. But individually, as a left-back, his amounts of creation that he's provided for his teammates, his consistency over the course of the season, there's not much in it, dude. There's really not much in it. Luke Shaw was like just brilliant last season for us. The season before that, no. The season before that, no. Nowhere near Evra or Irwin's levels. Nowhere near. But last season, yes. He was up to that standard. So, you know, why not? Why can't he go on and do this for the next few seasons to this standard, if not get better? We've already established that no other defender in the Premier League has dribbled into the opposing box. What was it? More times, 18 times or something. I forget the stat now. I've clicked off of it. But I said it earlier. You know, he's created a lot for his team already this season alone. He's a creative player. He's not just a defender. He is good at that, but I think his strengths lie in creating for the team. His delivery's brilliant, and, you know, he's going to get a lot more assists, and his stats are going to get so more improved because of it. Nathan Best says Alphonso Davies is up there for me. Yes, he's a great player as well, to be fair. Has to be said, he's a youngster as well. He's got the age on Luke Shaw. You know, in terms of development, like, crikey. You know, Alphonso Davies has got like 5 or 6 years in terms of development to do to even get to that age. So, wow, he's going to be a heck of a player. Varane and Pogba are like brothers, says Maxi. Ian Dawn says, sorry, Pig, I agree with Maxi. Shaw may be class. I love watching him, but Irwin was another level. Irwin was another level, yes, don't get me wrong. But last season, Luke Shaw was that level, was the level of a top world, like literally. You say he wasn't that level, but in my opinion, there wasn't a better left-back in the world last season. I mean, okay, you know, Alphonso Davies, there's a few shouts, other players around there, but in my opinion, there just wasn't a better left-back in the world. So, he can't be that far off. He can't be that far. I mean, in terms of legend at the club, crikey, it doesn't come close. Dennis Irwin is a bigger legend, so is Patrice Evra. They've been there, done that, won all the stuff that Luke Shaw hasn't. You know what I mean? So you can't compare them, but in terms of individual performances, as a left-back, man, Luke Shaw last season was fucking amazing. He was one of the performers of the season. As far as I'm concerned, him and Bruno were the players of the season, and he's the left-back in the team, so for him to stand out and have one of the best seasons, I mean, he's got to have done a fucking great job. He's got to be that level. So, you know, fair enough. I mean, I guess it's how you, how you compare it. I'm not trying to say he's as big a legend as Irwin or Evra, because he's not done anywhere near enough for the club yet. I'm just saying that last season, his performance there, you know, wouldn't have been out of place in one of those fucking brilliant seasons of United, is what I'm saying. Okay. Kate Cadet says, Luke Shaw has been massively impressive for about 16 months now, in my opinion. Yeah, he has. He seems to have turned the corner, man. He definitely seems to have turned the corner. Can Manchester United win the UCL or Premier League? Of course we can, DG Ayush. Of course we can. Thank you for subscribing, Jake Hodder. I appreciate you, Jake. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. Please do keep your arms and legs and all other appendages inside the vehicle at all times. And hang on to your seats, baby, because this one's going to be a screamer. Thank you, Jake Hodder, for subscribing. Why so serious? As didn't you have an agenda against Pogba? Change your tune, have you? I mean, I didn't have an agenda against Pogba other than that I thought he wasn't consistent or good enough for Manchester United. Now that he's performing and increased his consistency and increased his levels, I'm happy to change my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not just going to hold somebody for their performances from 3 years ago. That would make me a fool. And just like you shouldn't judge me based on what I said a few years ago about a situation a few years ago. He's a different player now under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That just makes you seem like somebody who can't forgive and forget or think about, somebody changing. People can change a corner and turn. Look at Luke Shaw. A few years ago, I wasn't that bothered about Luke Shaw at the club. I thought Luke Shaw was inconsistent. I thought Luke Shaw, was probably not going to reach the heights of Irwin or Evra. Well, that's who we need. We need an Irwin or Evra. Luke Shaw wasn't going to do that. I honestly thought that. Guess what? Seems I was wrong. Seems that he's developed. Seems that he can go on and do that in the future. So I'm happy to say that too. Happy to say that I was wrong about that too. But thanks for your comment. Mamacini with a €2 super chat says, biggest lesson we learned today. Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Running down the wing, hear United sing. Viva Ronaldo! Get in there, Mamacini. Come on! Let's go! Viva Ronaldo! Hashtag CR7, baby! It's brilliant, isn't it? I love it. Let's get those Soos in there. Soo! Okay. Monkey D. Luffy, he had Fellaini. Are we forgetting that? The smartest people can update opinions based on evidence. That is logic. Well done, Pigo. Precisely, Culture Soldier Gear. What are you going to do? Hold somebody's opinion of Luke Shaw from 3 years ago? It's ridiculous. Luke Shaw wasn't the same player he is now. People develop, people change, people progress, and that's what you have to take account of. I think Solskjaer deserves a lot of credit with Pogba. I think he's got a lot out of him. I think he's got him more consistent, more committed, more motivated than the previous regime did. Jose Mourinho was not good for Pogba, and I think that Solskjaer's done a lot for him, and Pogba deserves credit too. It's not just Solskjaer. Pogba seems to be bang up for competing. I don't know if it's, because he's trying to get a move away. I don't know what it is, but he seems to be bang up for competing and motivated and properly trying. So I would give credit where credit's due all the time, man, all the time. And I will also reserve my right to criticise somebody who's paid hundreds of thousands of pounds a week and doesn't turn up most of the time, which was previously the case. Not now. Do you see what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. So if you don't like it, fair enough, but I will give you my opinion whether you like it or not. So if you don't like it, I've got 2 words for you. Suck it! Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up now. Hey, Paul Cristiano Ronaldo, LUHG, how you doing there, bro? So, get in. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And everybody else, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to wrap this video up here then, but it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you legends. Do have a vote before we stop. Does CR7 start tomorrow? Yes, I'm going to vote. 86% say yes. Let me just stop the poll as well. End poll. 88% think he's going to start. It's Ronaldo. It's the UCL. I mean, there's a chance that he doesn't, but it would make sense that he does. It would make sense that he does. Okay, then. Thank you, K-Cadets, as well done, Joe. Great stream. Thank you so much for watching. Boss Jonathan Gallagher, Ian Dawn, Paul Cristiano as well. Mamacini, thank you for getting in here, Mamacini. And for all your super chats. He sent another one. Oh, no, I read that one, didn't I? Thank you, Mamacini, you legend, for all your super chats. Monkey D. Luffy as well. Culture Soldier Gear, ZX Flames, Kayam, Bart, Vutinator. Tonight, guys, there's going to be a preview or something coming on the channel around about sort of 9 p.m.-ish as well. And if there is any other breaking United news, I will get on and jump on and tell you about it. We're 1 like away from 150 likes. Everyone, smash that like button. If it's your first time here, smash the subscribe button too. Click the little bell so you get a notification later when we post and go live as well. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com. Get in there. Precisely, Kayam. He says it's called an opinion, not an agenda. I know. Some people, man. Some people are just so silly, aren't they? But hey, there you go. Each to their own. Thank you, Culture. Travis. Big God Bob. Thank you, Travis. You're a legend, mate. Get in there. Mamacini, Gucci Lover. Jake Hodder. Primot. Primot, you legend. How you doing, Primot? Thank you so much. Great to see you in there. Hope you're doing well, man. Absolute legend. Love hearts in the live chat for Primot. Peter Coveney as well. Vuti, Jonathan Gallagher, Willie Caff. Kayam, everyone else, have a great day. This is the Pig. I'll be back later. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And I'll see you with the rest of the United news a bit later on. Have yourselves a good one. This is the Pig. Take it easy. Get those Ronaldo emojis in there. Get those Sue emojis in there. And I'll see you later. Come on, United! When the seagulls follow the trawler. As this is because they think sardines would be thrown into the soup. Thank you very much. So